There are so many concepts in C# programming language, but as of now we are using the console class. We are using two methods from the console class, which are Console.WriteLine and Console.Write. So it is time to learn more about the console class. There are so many things that you can do by using that console class. So let's open the Visual Studio, create a new application, and let's learn more about this console class. Let's quickly have a look on the agenda of this video. In this video, we will learn more about the console class. We will learn how to change the background and text color of the console window. We will also learn how to check if the caps lock is enabled or not, and there are so many other similar operations as well. We will also learn how to change the size of your console window and so many other methods, properties that are provided by the console class. So let's open the Visual Studio now. Here I am using this Visual Studio 2022, and let's choose this console app. Click on this next button, and this time I will be working on the video number 5. So let's use this one. Select folder, and it is going to be console app 1. Next button. Here we are having this very basic program that we always have. We are having this Console.WriteLine, and this is the message that we are writing inside this Console.WriteLine. Now let's just right click on this console and use this go to definition. You can also use the F12 button from your keyboard. So here we are in this console class. Let's just toggle all of them. So outline. Okay. Now let's see what we have in this console class. So there are so many constants over here. These are some private fields. Then again, these are some private fields. But over here we are having some public properties. Here also we are having some methods. Read key. We will learn about this read key in upcoming video. But as of now, I want to talk about this caps lock, number lock, cursor size, etc. So first, let's start with this caps lock. So what is this caps lock? So this caps lock is a property. How do I know that? Here we are using this getter and setter. If something is having getter and setter in C#, then it is known as a property. We will also learn more things about the properties in upcoming videos. But here, because I want to use this caps lock property in my program, that is why we are learning about it. Let's open this one as well, and here it is saying supported OS platform is Windows. So it means it is supported only on the Windows operating system. Okay, before using this property, there are a couple of more things that we need to focus on this one. Remember, here we are using the static keyword, and if you know some basic things about the programming, then static is something that is used with the class name. So if I want to use this caps lock property, then I have to use the class name. So Console.CapsLock. I cannot access it by the object of this particular class. And one more thing, if you are a beginner, then this static, class name, and the object, these might not make some sense to you. But do not worry, we will learn everything in upcoming videos. But here, because I want to use this caps lock, so I'm telling the basic things. And this particular part is the return type of this particular property. It is a boolean, so it will return only either true or false. So let's try to learn how to use this caps lock. I want to display its value on the console window. So to display the values, we have only two methods. First is Console.Write, and second is the write line. I can use any one of them. And here I want to check whether the caps lock button of my keyboard is enabled or not. So how to do that? Console.CapsLock. That's it. This is how I can use this property. Immediately you will see we are having a green line under this particular caps lock line. If you will hold your mouse, then you will see the purpose of this green line. Here you will see this call site is reachable on all platform. Console.CapsLock is supported on Windows. It is saying that the program that you are writing, it can run on all the platforms, but this particular line is supported only on the Windows. If you will try to use this particular line on Mac or Linux, then it will not work. It will work only on the Windows operating system. And let's run the program and let's see what is the output. Before running this program, I just want to tell you that the caps lock from my keyboard is off. Let's run it and let's see what is the output. It is saying false. This particular property will return either true or false. If the button is on, then it will return true. If it is off, then this property will return false. And as of now, because the button is off, that is why I'm having false. So here I'm just turning on the caps lock. I have done that. Let's run this application again. This time you will see it is saying true. It means the caps lock is on now. Here you can see we are having this number lock property as well. So if you are having a keyboard that is having number lock, then definitely you can try this particular property, and I would suggest you to create a basic line like this one and try to display the value of this number lock, and make sure to check it with both on and off. Now it is time to focus on these things. First is this background color, second is this foreground color. So what is over here? Again you can see we are having this get and set. If I will compare this property with this caps lock, here you will see we are having only get, but here we are having get and set. It means in this background color I can set the value, I can also get the value, but here in the caps lock I can only get the value, I cannot set its value. I cannot set it manually like this caps lock is on or off. No, I can only get its value, but here in the background color I can set a color of my choice. I can also get what is the current color. First I will use this get approach and then I will set it. So here I'm writing again console.WriteLine, and in this console.WriteLine I want to display the value of console.BackgroundColor. That's it, because it is a static property, so this is how I can use it. Let's run this application. You can see the text in the output is black, and this is the color of our console screen. On the output you can see that we are having both the lines, but let's say I want to keep this line but I do not want to see its output, or I do not want to make it workable. So I can just comment this line. How can I comment? I can simply use these two lines and this will get comment. Now this program will not access this particular line. This is simply for our learning purpose. It will focus only on this particular line. We will learn more about these comments in upcoming videos, but here let's see what is the difference now. This time you will see we will not get the message from this console.CapsLock. Why? Because we have commented this particular line and we are getting the message only from this particular line. Now let's try to change the color of this console window. How can I do that? Console.BackgroundColor. Let's say I want to keep it yellow. This is how we set the value in the property. There is no need to use this console.WriteLine. Why there is no need? Because this time I do not want to display anything on the output window. I simply want to change the value of this background color. So how can I do that? I can use this console class and I can use this particular property, and on this property I can assign my value. So here is one more important thing. Why I'm not writing the yellow directly? Why I'm using this console color.yellow? How will you find out which one should you write over here? Just right click on this background color and go to definition. You do not have to remember your code. You simply have to learn how to access that particular code. See what is the type of this background color property? It is console color. Let's right click on this one also and go to definition. So here you will see this is an enum. This enum is also a concept in C# programming language that also we will learn in upcoming video in detail, but this is how you can access it. Here you will see there are so many colors and you can use any one of them. How to do that? Console color dot dark blue, console color dot gray, dark gray, whatever color you want to use, you can use it from this console color. And that is what I have written, console color dot yellow. Now let's just run this application again, and this time you will see that after this particular message, because we have updated the color after this line, so after this particular line the entire background color is yellow. What will happen if I will write this line before this message? Ideally what will happen when we will run this program, then first the execution will come on this line. Remember, the program will get executed line by line. So first the execution will come on this particular line. What is happening here? We are changing the background color. So at first the background color will get changed, then we are writing the message on our output. So let's see how it will work now. If you will notice that earlier we were having the black color over here, but this time because we have updated the color before displaying it, so at that time the color was changed. That is why we are having yellow over here. And this time you can notice one more thing, that this yellow text also has a yellow background color. Now instead of using this yellow background, let's use something else and let's simply use the red color. Save the changes, run this program again. See, we are having this red background and we are having the red message over here. This is how you can change the color of your console window. Now let's say I want to change the color of my text as well. Then for that purpose we have to use one more property, which is foreground color. So how to do that? Console.ForegroundColor. And again you will see this Visual Studio is showing me the IntelliSense. This part that is coming automatically, it is called as IntelliSense. Either you can type the entire text by yourself, or you can take the help of this Visual Studio and you can simply press the enter button. If you want to use anything else, for example I want to use this dark blue, dark red, let's say this blue, I can simply press the enter button and this entire text will get written automatically. I do not have to type it manually. Save the value. Let's run this application this time. See what is the change. So in the first line we are changing the background color, then we are changing the foreground color. The foreground means the text color. We are updating it to blue, so that is why we are having all the text as blue and the background is red. And here we are simply displaying the value of our background color. Now let's say I want to display the value of our text color as well. So I can simply type it again. Foreground color. Why I'm using this console.write line this time? Because this time I want to display its value on the console. If I'm writing it over here like this, then there is no use of this particular line. We are not even getting its value, we are not even using it. So that is why we are having this red line. It is saying you cannot use it like this. So let's just delete this particular line. Now let's see what is the output. Here you can see we are having two values. First is the red, this is the background color, and here is the blue, this is the foreground color. This is how you can change the color of your console window. Let's see what else we have in this console class. Here you will see we are having one more thing, that is the reset color, and let's see what is the use of this reset color. So let's say after this particular line I want to use the console.ResetColor. This time you will notice that I'm using the parenthesis. Why I'm using that? Because this reset color is a method. If you remember in the previous video I was telling you, if this parenthesis is written after the text, then it means it is a method, and to use it we have to use again these parentheses. So what is the use of this reset color? Let's see. Let's just copy these two lines and let's just paste it again, and we will see what is the output over here. And if you are watching my videos carefully, then you might understand why this output is there. So the program will get executed line by line. So first of all, the background color will get updated, it is red. Then the foreground color will be updated to blue, and then we are displaying these two values. So over here we are having both of them. The first is red, the second value is blue. Then we are using this reset color method. This reset color method will reset the color to the default settings. Then again we are displaying these values, and this time in the default settings the background color is the black and the text color is gray. That is why we are having this background color as black and the foreground color as gray. This is how you can work with the colors on the console window. Let's see what else is there. Window left, window top, window width, window height. You can set the window width, height, top and left by using these properties. Let's see how to do that. And remember, these are unsupported on Android, browser, iOS, tvOS. The set value is supported only on the Windows. So let's see how to do that. And before that I want to write a long message. So for example, here I'm writing, hello, my name is this Kosik, and here I want to write one more line. I like to teach the programming. That's it. I can comment all these lines as well like this. So there is no problem in that. I'm not removing them because you can take the reference from this particular code, and you can also download this code from our GitHub repository. I will share the link of the GitHub repository in the description box. Let's run this application. So as of now, this is the simplest program because we are only displaying two values. That's it. Now let's try to call those two methods. So first I want to update the width, window width, and let's say here I'm writing only 20. Okay, let's run this application. This time you will see that the size has been updated, and we are having only 20 characters in one single line. If you will count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. So here is the output. This is how you can update your width. Let's say I'm making it only 5. Run this application again, and this time you will see I'm having only 5 characters in one single line. If you want to update the height as well, so let's do that. Window height, and for the height, let's say I'm having only the 15. You will see we are having only the less messages. There are only 15 lines over here. This is how you can change the width and height of your console window screen. What else is there? Here you can set the window position as well, left to top. You can use these methods. You can pass the values and your window will get visible from these particular points. Largest window width, largest window height. I would suggest you to use all of them. If there is something parenthesis like this, then you have to pass some values. For example, you want to use this one, then how to do that? Console.set window position, and in the bracket you have to pass 2 values. So let's say you will try 10, then 10, then again increase the values, and just see what is the difference in the output. Try to use all of them, and then only you will learn the programming concepts. And here you will see that this is a getter property, so you can only use console.largest window width and you will get the value. Cursor visible, you can check if the cursor is visible or not by using this property. You can also use this clear to clear everything on the console window. Let's try to use this one as well. So I'm writing console.clear. Let's comment these 2 lines. Run this application. You will see those messages are not visible on the screen because we have called this clear method, and this clear method has removed everything from this console window. There are 2 methods. This one is read and there is one more read key. We will learn about them in upcoming video. This write line and write, we have already covered them in the previous video. About the remaining methods and properties, I would suggest you to try everything by yourself and see what is the difference in the output. That is all in this video. Thank you for watching.